Hi, I'm Jared Dillingham in Cappadocia, Turkey, a part of central Turkey. It's a 1-hour plane ride from Istanbul, pronounced both Cappadocia and Cappadocia. And we're up early this morning for a reason, for something this area is famous for. Well, if I seemed tired there, I was. I was up before dawn to watch this. The daily hot air balloon show. It happens each morning at sunrise, and it is one of the big draws to Cappadocia. Between 50 and 100 balloons launch each day over the unique landscape people have called home for thousands of years. A visit to Cappadocia will take you back in time. For centuries, civilizations have carved homes and churches into the soft rock in this part of central Turkey. Today, you'll be eating at and staying inside those old caves. While some of the caves are still homes today, many of them have been turned into hotels and restaurants. Around one of the bigger towns here, Goreme, you can explore the landscape on horseback, ATV, or jeep. The ancient cave dwellings are open to explore and walk through. Sunset typically brings out the most vibrant colors in those formations. Each day you'll see people riding outside of town on tours to check out the views from the cliffs above. Other famous rock formations in Cappadocia are known by the nickname fairy chimneys, for obvious reasons. From another lookout here called Imagination Valley, you can see formations that look like a hand reaching out of the ground, a camel riding through the desert, and two cloaked men on horseback. At the Open Air Museum, you'll get a better sense of what life was like. Interestingly, pigeons were a focal point. These are pigeon houses built to collect pigeon droppings, which were highly valued as fertilizer. This carved-out area was the old winery where grapes were stomped and juice was collected to be fermented. Cappadocia is also home to a few underground cities, carved over time by civilizations that used them for protection. This one opened to the public in the 1950s. Today you can walk through the labyrinth of underground passageways, some of which are very narrow and only about 4 feet high. The rooms were carved out to use as storage facilities, kitchens, wineries, and churches. Goreme is one of a few main hubs you can stay at on a visit to Cappadocia. It is equally as beautiful at night. Cappadocia is also Turkey's wine region. The vineyards aren't really tourist hotspots like they are in other parts of Europe, but the local restaurants and shops here proudly feature only their locally made bottles. Talking logistics, Cappadocia is a 1-hour flight from Istanbul, and Turkish Airlines flies back and forth several times a day. The airport is about 45 minutes from Goreme and the other towns you would stay in. You could take a taxi outside or arrange a transfer with your hotel ahead of time. There is also a taxi stand right in the town of Goreme where you can always hire a driver to take you anywhere you'd like to go. A quick reminder, it does snow in Cappadocia a couple times each winter, and snowfall can cancel the balloon launches. Still, no matter the season, you will enjoy the unique history and landscapes this part of Turkey has to offer. All right, now talking to different people here, you could spend weeks here exploring different parts of this region of Turkey. On the other hand, if you're like a typical American, we only get maybe a week or so to travel, and if you're only in Turkey for a week, you can really see a lot of what Cappadocia has to offer in just about 24 to 48 hours, so I'd budget that in when you're planning your trip. All right, that's it from Cappadocia. I'll see you next time.